I think I got a habit. Tell me, do you understand? Yeah. How did this happen? Don't even know where I am. And now that you know it, you treat me so cruel. Yes, you do. I used to be so strong. Now I'm breaking my own rules. Oh, my beauty babies and gents, come and take me by the hand. Yeah, yeah. You know that it's ya. And yes, I'm back again. Oh, my beauty babies and gents, come and take me by the hand. Oh, you know that it's ya. And yes, I'm back again. And yes, I'm back again. And yes, I'm back. Ooh, yeah, 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 yeah. Ooh, okay.
Hello, beauty babies. It's your girl, Ya, and y'all know I'm back again. Look, I have to do this review. I'm gonna try to talk as quickly as I can and not ramble, but I'm very excited to review this product for you. This is a makeup brand that I have recently fallen in love with. I was introduced to it through really a brush collection during one Christmas, and fell in love with the quality of the brush set. So then I saw them advertising a palette, which is the Naturally Pretty palette, and some of you may know what I'm going to talk about. I fell in love with that. It's a palette of pure mattes, and it is spectacular. I still use it to this day. Love it to death. I was so hooked on it, I had to tear myself away from it and make myself use another palette to kind of wean myself off of it, because that's how I was, just every day. Okay. Now, I was watching QVC one night, because you guys know I'm a QVC girl, and I saw them advertising this, and I was so skeptical, because I was like, I have this issue when you're selling anything having to do with something for the face, and you only have like 2 shades for people of color. And I'm not just talking about black people, African American. I'm talking about people of color. I'm talking about Vietnamese. I'm talking about dark-skinned Japanese people. I know some of you are like, dark-skinned Japanese? Yes, there are dark-skinned Japanese people. Yes, there are. Go Google it. I'm talking about Indian people, Native American people, people from the Dominican Republic, Haiti, Jamaica, the Caribbeans, Bahamas, all people of color. Hispanic, Latino, Latina, all of that. Todos mundo. Okay? So, when you try to regulate this spectrum of color to 2 colors, it annoys me. How about that? That's a good word. So when I saw this product and I was like, oh, here they go again on QVC advertising something, and I don't see myself. Even when they showed the African American person, which they do, I was like, I don't see her skin. It's not my skin, But when they talked about what the product does and how it's made and what's not in it and what is in it, I was just so drawn in, and I said, I'm gonna try it. It was on the Easy Pay, because that's the only way I could have purchased it, because the sister's on a budget. I stayed on my budget. So I got it on the Easy Pay, and when it came in the mail, I was like, I'll tell you why. let me try to demonstrate something for you. You see this color? I'm going to put some of this color on my hand so you can see how dark that is. This is Wet n Wild Cherry Bomb, and I'm just going to rub that in. Okay, so you can get an idea. All right. This is the It Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC Color Correcting Full Coverage Cream. Plus, it's an anti-aging hydrating serum, and it has an SPF of 50, UVA, UVB, broad spectrum, physical sunscreen, chemical filter free, and paraben free. So this is supposed to act like a color corrector and give you full coverage in a cream. So you remember the red that I put on my hand? So I'm going to put a dot of this. And I do mean a dot. You see that little tiny dot? Okay. Now I'm going to take my finger and I'm going to rub it across there. Like so. Do you see that? It has covered, as a cream, that red. Okay. Now I also have it on here. I put it this way also. I had some red that way. That is the color of this particular shade, which is called Rich. It's like a grayish, brownish yellow. It's not particularly warm. It's more on the cool side. I'm sure they were trying to capture both the warm and cool in one shade. It's not really possible to do that. I don't know why companies try to do that. You either go cool or you go warm. And if a person has both cool and warm on their face, then you interchange the products accordingly. But you can't just, because when I put this on myself, it gives off a grayish cast. So I know you're like, well, if you give off a grayish cast, why are you so excited about the product? Like, what is up with that? I'm going to tell you why. What this product says that it does, it does. It color corrects, as you can see. When you put that bad boy on, whatever dark circles you had are gone. Whatever hyperpigmentation you had, is gone. It's just totally gone. What I was using before this came into my life was I was using the NYX concealer in orange as a color corrector. If you're familiar with NYX, they're pots, concealer pots. They're very thick and creamy, but they don't dry matte. They move around when you heat up, they heat up, they start moving around. And I would get horrible creasing under the eye because after I use the color corrector, I would use my concealer mixture on top and powder and go. So I always had to deal with that, looking under my eye, just looking at myself, and I could see these cracks, and I don't mind so much the cracks because it's natural, skin is skin. But when it cracks and there's darkness in between the cracks, it looks horrible. You look, I can't describe what you look like. So I didn't like that about that. But I couldn't find anything else that could come close to removing the dark circles. Okay? Because I don't want to put tons of product on my face. I'm trying to get away from that. I tried this, y'all, and it totally changed my experience with color correcting in that area. I don't use this by itself, of course, because it's not a good color for my face. It color corrects, but as far as being my natural skin tone, it is not. So after I use this, I put my concealer mixture on top. I let it set for a little bit, then I put my concealer mixture on top. And here, I powder, and I'm gone, y'all. I don't get no creases. I'm trying to get as close as I can. There's no deep creasing. It does not move. It does not budge. It minimizes your pores. It's light. It doesn't feel heavy when you put it on. You can use powder over it. It handles that very well. It looks fantastic. Fantastic. And I love it. I really love it. I have not broken out from this SPF. And that's because she says it's a certain kind of SPF. They don't use the kinds that are in the lotion. It's a different formulation of SPF. That's why it doesn't break me out. So yeah. And then it's an anti-aging hydrating serum. And I do feel those properties also. You know, I notice I'm beating my face and I'm like, oh, that's okay. Oh, because it's doing stuff. Sometimes you buy stuff and you forget what it says it's supposed to do, because half the time we don't believe that it's going to do that. But it does. It does, ladies, it does. So if it's in your budget and it's on an easy pay and you want to try it out, but you're kind of like, go ahead and try it. If you're like me and you got dark circle pigmentation situation going on and it drives you crazy and you hate seeing that shadow, you know, that ever looming shadow, your face is, and you look and you can see the shadow. I hate that. You know, it can mess up a really, really great face. So if you wanted to get rid of that, I would go for that. If it's not a big deal to you to use this and then use something else to give you the matching to your skin. That doesn't bother me because I formulate my concealer to match my skin. So that's why this is great for me. Love it, love it, love it. Would recommend it. I just want to say that IT Cosmetics, you need to broaden your spectrum of colors. You make great products, but a lot of us won't buy them because we don't see ourselves reflected in the color selection. And just showing one sister is not enough. You need to show more ranges, get into the deeper colors, because my dark skin sisters, they can't benefit from this. Well, they could if they're into highlighting and doing that lighter highlighting. They could probably benefit from this, as long as they match the concealer that wasn't too off with the rest of their skin. They could probably use this as a highlighter. But if you're just trying to do it just this in your skin, no, they can do a little bit better with that. But that's what I have to say about this product. Hope I didn't talk too long. At 11 minutes. Yes, I went a little too far. But I love y'all, and I like sharing things that I love. So when I love it, I talk a lot about it. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you all in my next video.